It's Anime North time again, so here's a second cosplay video. This year isn't anything special because it's Beelzemon again, but I did a lot of changing and touching up, so if you want to get down to scratch, check out last year's Beelzemon video. And while I'm on that subject, check out the 2 previous Anime North podcasts. We try to do one each year. This video will be up before the 2015 podcast, so subscribe to get an update on that. And don't forget to stick around till the end of the video for a special treat. Or skip to it, I can't stop you. Let's start again from the bottom up. Instead of cardboard and foil tape, this year's boots are put together using craft foam, glue, and scotch tape. I couldn't find gray foam outside of a jumbo pack of many colors I didn't need, so I settled with white and colored it gray with markers and a Sharpie. The foam was cut to comfortably fold over the boot, glued in place, and taped along the edges for an extra hold. The spikes are held up the same way. The pants were way less complicated this year. Instead of doing any sewing and attaching belts, I made a design on the PC and ordered large leggings on ArtScow. That way it's all printed on, so there's no risk of loose threads or the discomfort that came from bending when the belts got too tight around the thighs. I'm using the same armband, belts, arm guards, and tail from last year. Like the pants, I relied on ArtScow for the undershirt too. Why have a real zipper that's going to curl up and jab you in the gut and throat when you bend? I just had a simple zipper pattern based on Beelzemon's right from the show going down the center of a black shirt with the sleeves cut off. Nice and simple. Although I feel like the new jacket doesn't look as good as the previous one, I chose to sacrifice some style for comfort. Wearing a leather jacket all day in the usual hot weather of Anime North proved to be a rather trying experience. Instead, I started over with a light long-sleeve jacket, glued and sewed on some fake fur, and remade the skull symbols, but with different fabric, and instead of cutting holes for the black details, I just colored them in with a Sharpie. I also made nude back tubes out of half-cut tube insulation, made and held on the same as last year. For the neck, when I had the shirts printed, I also had the zipper design printed on the sleeves. That'll be used as a comfy turtleneck with the zipper design continuing up to the head. Now we're on to the helmet, what might be the most important part. I took last year's helmet and covered it in a layer of paper mache. This was to get rid of the appearance of the helmet being in 3 separate parts, since the coating of tape last year didn't quite hide that it was. The helmet was then spray painted purple. After that, I took some sheer fabric and colored it to look like his eyes. This was taped in place, so now instead of seeing my eyes through the holes, it looks a bit more like Beelzemon, while still being able to see out of the holes. Sort of. The third eye is a strip of paper with 2 colored pieces of foam glued on to create the illusion of a bulging eyeball, instead of just a colored strip of paper like last year. And now, if you saw last year's video, you'll notice I don't have any laces to attach to my chin and ponytail. This is because I'm using a hat with the bill cut off and Velcro to keep it on my head. And I decided to go the extra mile this year and get face paint and lip liner, so I'll be the gray-skinned Beelzemon I was always meant to be. Now on to the special gift. Like last year, I'll be giving out a special Digimon card to everyone that talks to me, whether it's for a picture, a compliment, or just because you want to say hi. Last year I had printed off 2 decks of cards thinking I totally overdid it, but I received so much love that I went home with 2 empty card boxes. I was really happy to see how many people still like and remember Digimon, and happy to meet the 1 or 2 that told me that Beelzemon is their favorite. I hope to see you at Anime North, and I'd be overjoyed if you subscribe to my channel. I mostly post gaming stuff and almost no anime, aside from these few Anime North videos, so if you're not too crazy about gaming, my feelings won't be hurt if you don't.